red leather, yellow leather, red, yellow leather. What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, hanging out today, doing stuff and things on the Hermitcraft FTB Infinity server. I hope that you guys are having a good day. I'm having a really good day. In the last few episodes, we've been starting each episode in a new tower, and today I thought for originality, we would start in a totally new and different place that you've never seen before. That's how I roll, peeps. Originality. It's the name of the game. Thumbs up, baby. Smash the thumbs up button for that originality. So here we are. It's actually flying around. It's doing a couple of things. Oh, hello, Node. Shall you be scanned? You shall be scanned. What kind of... I can't see. Okay. So I was flying around. I was looking for things because thinking about taking a little break from Thaumcraft, doing some spawner type stuff and things. I had a lack of sheep in my sheep spawner again. So I'm gonna show you what I did to change that. But I was out here getting some sheep and was thinking about getting some stuff and things going for Thaumcraft, even though we're taking a little bit of a break from it. But as far as like having wisps and essence, that aurum essence, some of the essences we can't get from like the natural environment, thinking about a way to get those. So I was flying around looking for some obelisks, looking for this and that. But I found this area here and I thought I'd show it to you. I've never seen anything like this in the history of my Minecraftiness. What is going on the edge of the world over there? That is weird looking. So something's going on over here. So just so we can see, just so we can have a little bit of a test. Okay, so I'm breaking blocks. I'm placing blocks. So like we're not lagged out or anything like that. But I flew over this area and I just thought, this looks so strange. Like all of this sand is like perfectly flat right here. And I came over here and I saw this. I've never seen anything like this in the history of all of my Minecraftiness. It is the weirdest thing ever. There's essence ore berries down here. Like, why are there oreberry bushes? Not essence oreberries, but oreberry bushes. Why are there oreberry bushes here? And then this whole ocean is like at this underground spot. It reminds me of stories. I remember hearing stories of the Inuit peoples of like, I don't remember, Canada, Alaska or something like that. They'll actually dig down underneath the ice in the ocean when the tide goes out so they can like catch like fish or clams or some such thing like that. And this kind of was like, this kind of feels like that because you can like just walk under the ocean here. Isn't this really weird? Like, how far does this even go out? So you like come over here and then suddenly it's like the real ocean. But over here is this weird fake ocean. So I'm not sure what caused this, but it's definitely super interesting. Oh wait, there's some blocks just... Oh no, that was just a lighting glitch that got fixed. But it's definitely interesting. It's an interesting little spot. In fact, let's go ahead and let's make a waypoint for it. And we will call it Interesting Spot. I like to make sure everything's coded so that I know exactly what's going on. So anyway, what I was thinking about doing is getting a wisp spawner or something like that. We need some of that essence so that load the chunks. That is one of the ways that we could do it. Now in Thaumcraft, it used to be you could find those little obelisk things and they would have like a chest on them and then underneath the chest there would be a wisp spawner. So a lot of things have changed in Thaumcraft 4.2 from even just from 4.0, but especially, what are you? What are you, wizard chicken? Wizard chicken, cast a spell. Enlighten us with your wizard knowledge. How come your eyebrows aren't all wizardy? You're not a real wizard. You need super eyebrows. All right, like Gandalf. So anyway, you'd have those obelisk things on the ground with the chests, and underneath them would be a wisp spawner. I am seeing none of those things. Tropical rainforest biome. Interesting. And we're seeing a lot of lag right now suddenly on the server. I feel like perhaps I'm in new chunks. That is true. We are really far away from where we need to be. So let's head back to the treehouse. And I can show you. Anyway, I can't find it. Oh my gosh. I can't find any of those obelisks because I believe that the old Thaumcrafty obelisks have been replaced with these new Thaumcrafty obelisks. And if I'm not mistaken, there are no wisp spawners here. Now, why are you guys different colors? Huh. Oh, visual glitch? Not sure. Oh, is that because of my goggly bits? No, it's not because of my goggly bits. Why are you guys gray? I think Optifine's playing a trick on me right now. Anyhoozle, I don't believe those wisp spawners are around anymore. And what I'm hearing is that you can find wisps in the Nether. And then I don't know if they are blacklisted for safari nets or not. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to try to do to start off with. Now, this is going to be an interesting little adventure. Is there anything in the safari ball? There's a ghast in there? Okay, so that ain't going to work. So anyway, I think this is going to be a bit of an interesting adventure because I believe I can find those wisps in the Nether, but of course, they're going to be a little bit difficult to find. So I also think maybe I'm going to relog here. There's definitely some chunk loading problems going on. Over in here, if you remember, we had some chickens, and then we had sheep, and then the sheep became chickens, and then the sheep all disappeared. So again, I don't know what's going on with the sheep. I don't know where they're going. I think again they might be glitching out of the enclosure. So I've added a couple of more like marble blocks right here, so that there's still some of this grass to feed the rest of the grass with. So the grass will regrow. Wow, that was just the best. I just destroyed the base. I don't even care. I'm just going to break a humongous hole. So what we're going to do is place our sheep back down inside of here, like so and like so. And hopefully these guys won't glitch out now. If they do, I don't know. It's not a huge deal that we have sheep in here all the time constantly, because we have a good amount of wool. We're not really using it up. But I like for my farms to be functional. You know what I'm saying, Holmes? I want them to be, like, real. So hopefully this will be a thing. This will be a better enclosure for all of our sheep buddies. So we'll stick them all down inside of there like that. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, why do you test me? Why do you test me, Minecraft? Nailed it. All right, now we'll come over, grab our real safari net. I think I may need to make a new one. So we'll squirt that guy in there. Do we have safari balls? No. Let's make a new safari ball. Do I have a ghast here? Sweet. All right, so now we got our new safari net. We are going to go to the Nether, look around for a wisp, and see if we're able to capture it with the safari net, or if they are blacklisted. And we're back. All right, here's our wisp. Get captured, wisp. Oh, crap. I feel like it's blacklisted. Nope, I don't think you can capture it. Oh, man, you can't capture these guys in a safari ball. So you can't. There's not a way to do it. Get captured. Are you sure? Are you sure, Slipgator? Are you 100% positive you're actually capturing it? You're trying your very much hardest, best? Get captured, man. So I guess we can't capture these in a safari net. And there's no spawner that I can even see. If we look for wisp, I mean, there's no spawner in here. Like, if we look for, like, skeleton, you could see there's a skeleton spawner. There it is right there. I don't see, there's even a broken skeleton spawner there. I don't see a wisp spawner. I don't see a wisp anything. Inside of here, wispy cotton, gene sample, wispy something, wispy dream catcher. What's that guy do? Wispy dream catcher. So I'm not sure. I maybe have to take a look a little bit deeper. Like I said, everything that I took a search for right away said just find those obelisks, which I don't think exist anymore. And then they said just capture the wisp in the safari net, which I don't think you can do. So we do have our blizz in a safari net, and we do have a ghast in a safari net. So we can set up spawners for tiers and for blizz rods, which is great. Unfortunately, I don't feel like this is going to work out for us. You want to go? We went. And we got a little bit of Ordo essence out of it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what we're going to do. I want to get it going, but we're going to have to be a little bit more tricksy. And we're back. And you would think that we are in the Twilight now. You would say to yourself, Self, we're in the Twilight now. We are not in the Twilight. We are in the Overworld. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I have no idea what's going on here. Deep mushroom forest biome in the Overworld? With... what? You're just a deer. You're a wild deer from the Twilight Forest. Why is there a Twilight Forest biome in the Overworld? I don't know what's going on. Dogs and cats are mating. Pigs are flying. There is Twilight Forest stuff and things going on over here. So yeah, I've just been trying to wrap my head around this Aurum issue, and I really think from the research that I've done, I think there's a way to get it. And we're back. A little technical difficulty, but we're back. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to get Aurum. Like, you can get it. There's a couple of sources. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can get it. It's possible to get. If we take a look in our Thaumonomicon here, you can see Aurum. We can get it from the essence, which we can get from killing wisps, which you have to do, I guess, manually, or whatever that other thing is there. I think right here, node stabilizers. So we can make node stabilizers to get it, which, I mean, they're not super expensive. They cost a lot of Ordo, Terra, and Aqua, so we couldn't make a huge amount. I was taking a look at doing, like, you can crystallize essence and seeing if there's a way to combine it and this and that, and I'm really at a loss. So I think that we're going to move on. What is this? This is also a Twilight biome. What is happening? Am I in the freaking I'm not in the Twilight. There's TFC's base, I think. Yes, no, I'm not in the Twilight. This is Twilight stuff and things right here. These thorns, if you break these, I think they grow, right? Oh, let's go ahead and stand over here on this one. I think if we break this, it should grow. Break! Oh, what? Turned into green thorns. So, I don't know. This is definitely Twilight. I have no idea what's going on or why this is in the overworld. I find this to be quite disturbing and also very interesting. This biome, by the way, with the thorns is really, really cool. Yeah, but that is really weird. I don't know what's going on. Also, the server chunk loading is just terrible today. Yeah, there's fire! Oh my god! What is happening? Alright, so again, we're going to kind of, I think, move on from the search for Aurum because I feel like it's not something that we're going to be able to do. This would be an awesome place for somebody to build a base, by the way. If anybody on the server doesn't have a base yet, which everybody already does, that would be really sweet. Why this is happening, I do not know, but I think it's really, really cool. The other element, or the other aspect that we are having a hard time finding, or kind of having a hard time finding, is Victor Werner? These are in alphabetical order. Vidium, which we could get from tainted stuff and things. And I was looking around for taint biomes, and that is also, I think, another issue that we're having. We don't have, I don't believe, any taint biomes. Like, I don't see any anywhere. Now, suffice to say, I've gone around and looked at a bunch of stuff and things. This is the Mystical Grove right here. Right now, we're up in this area. I mean, we found a Twilight Forest biome in the overworld, so possibly I just need to go around a little bit more and try to find the taint biome. But that's something else that we can do. But I was thinking today, like I was saying, we're going to take that little break, but why don't we start working on maybe a ghast spawner and that blizz spawner? We have safari nets for both of those things. Oh, hello, Node. Can I suck out all your juice in my super wand? Suck, 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 suck. Next. So what we're going to do is head back over to the 1A. And we're here, and in order to get into doing this stuff, if we're going to start getting into spawning things with a safari net, we're really going to need to have much more mob essence on hand. So that means that we're going to need to get into bedrockium stuff and things. I do believe we're going to want to get a bedrockium drum going. That means that we need 6 bedrockium ingots going. That means we need to get bedrockium ingots. That means we need to have all sorts of crafting patterns, which I possibly have created and placed inside the terminals. Now what I have done is created two of the regular compressed cobblestone, regular compressed, 2 double compressed, 2 triple compressed. I don't think we really need 2 quadruple compressed, but I put those in there as well, and 1 encoded pattern for the diamond block so that we can do this. I think there was previously other ways to make bedrockium. I don't think that they're in anymore. I could be wrong. So we've already got, I do believe, 1 bedrockium ingot. If we're going to make a second one, well, we just want a second one. About how long would it take here? Let's see. 36,000 bytes, that's not that much. And if we take a look at what's going on, start the timer. I don't know if there's a timer. So you can see we've got it in a couple of different places. It looks like it's just all crafting right down inside of there. So it's crafting it pretty quick. Let me see how long it's going to take it to do just this one guy. Because it has, I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. If we take a look right here, you can see it still has 2,400 of the regular compressed cobblestone to make. In those earlier jobs, see, it's using 19,000 cobblestone. But the earlier jobs are the ones that are going to take the longest, the compressed cobblestone. So we might add actually like 2 more compressed cobblestone recipes to make it a little bit quicker. Let me take a look how much space we got. We are running dangerously close to having to add more interfaces to the system already, which is really cool. So maybe we'll add 2 more compressed cobblestone. Then I'll go ahead and start making the rest of the bedrockium and get ready to make our first bedrockium drum so we can squirt it onto the system over here. And we're back. I ended up making a couple more of the regular compressed cobblestones. And then the other thing that's important to do when I'm crafting this stuff is, I got 6 in here right now, but say I was to craft one up, you want to make sure that you're selecting my biggest crafting processor that has the 9 co-processors in it, so it's taking advantage of all those extra patterns. And that's where you make bedrockium some things. That's how you do it, peeps. We're just nailing it, rocking it. Bam, bedrockium drum, nailed it. It's over. Aced it. Can't be stopped. All right, here we go. So over here, I've already actually made one. That's right. That's how efficient we are. We're going to go ahead and get the other one right here. Take the bedrockium drum, squirt it into there. Take this drum, squirt it right there. Grab this transfer node, squirt it right there. Put 64 of those bad boys in. What up, kitty? You ready to die? Everybody die. One at a time, very slowly. Goodbye, kitty. Oh no, why are you here? Devil cat. It's exterminate. So we're just sucking all the essence out of this drum and squirting it into the new bedrockium drum. So now we've got 130 plus million widgets of storage for essence. You can see I've already transferred one whole drum down here, and we've already generated an additional, because how much do these hold? 256? An additional 60,000 already since then. So this system, the Spawnotron, although it's only 2 5x5 spawning platforms, as far as spawning essence, mob essence goes, quite efficient actually. Quite efficient, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and pop these guys off. There we go. So now we got this, we're gonna have this huge backlog of essence. So there's 3 things that we want to spawn with this. We want to spawn blizzes, ghasts, and slimes, which we haven't caught yet. Now, the auto spawner will spawn in an area that is 9x9x3 around it. Now, that's not going to work. Like, it'll spawn anywhere there. Like, those are the blocks that it will choose, I do believe, above and below. But the ghast is really big. Like, it needs a bigger spawning area. So I don't know if we're going to be able to fit it in, like, one of these little spots here. I have a feeling that if I was to try to do that, that it would be quite bad and it would not work. Let's just take a look real. You know what might be a neato idea? We haven't built one of these yet. Let's see if it is in the NEI tape measure, as they would say, in the central Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania E's, the Pittsburghese. Do we not have any dandelion yellow? Do we have any dandelions? Oh, thank goodness gracious sakes alive. Give it to me, all of the yellow. Wait, stop. Gosh. Thank you. All right, now let's do the tape measure. Let's go ahead and make one of these. What is this, a measure reel? Let's make a tape measure reel. And then pop that guy. All right, so we need that 9x9 by whatever space. Let's go ahead and squirt it over here really quickly. So let's say, for instance, we were to do it like right here. From there to there. 9. So we need to be bigger than that. From here to here. That's only 10. Wait, no. That should be 11. There we go. So if we started it right here, but then from here to, let's say, here, it's only 7. So we can't really make it an 11x11. We'd have to have it be at least 11x11. In order for it to work. And we have just really proven, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen, that 11x11 won't work. There's 8, there's 9, that's 10. So it'd have to be inside of the central pillar. So it's not going to work. So what we're going to do is probably, the best thing to do would be to build it over right here on top. So now we can go ahead and start sussing out how big the 11x11 would be. Let's place this block here just for measurement helping. And if we were to come over... right there would be 11. So we need some extra blocks. Let's grab some marble. There's cats dying everywhere, which I don't mind. Well, in real life I do, but no, well, you guys, that's, come on. Oh, all right, we got to put our magnet of suck back on as well. Suck back into me, please, block. So poof, bam, and then we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like this. And then this is going to be our box. Now, I'm thinking that should contain the spawn. Is that even? Yeah, it looked off for just a moment, but it is even. So this should contain the spawn for the ghast. That's the one that I'm a little bit worried about. We don't need tons of ghast tiers, but we definitely want to have, like, you know, that's how I like to play modded especially. I just want to have stuff on hand. I don't want to have to search for it. This does create a bit of a problem, in that our elevator to come up to this level now comes inside, but it's actually kind of good because that way we can just get inside to do work on this once it's enclosed. So we're gonna want to go, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, like this. So what my idea is that there'll be a 4-block space above and below the spawner. I don't know if this is how well this is gonna work out. The more space that we give the spawner, the better the spawn rates will be. But we also don't want to make it too gargantuan. And this is gonna be the one just for ghast. For blizz and for slimes, which we're gonna do as well, we could do a much smaller area, and I think that we will. But for this right now, I want to just try to get these ghasts under control and see how this is gonna work out. So let's go ahead and chisel some more of these guys up, build the framework, fill it in with glass, get the spawner set up, get it ready to get turned on, and then I'll be your bees, peeps. And we're back, and our gas spawner is a thing. Quite of a simple design. We just got an ender tank squirted on one side, our tesseract squirted on the other side. We got a wireless receiver over there with a piece of red alloy wire squirted up inside of there. We can go ahead like this. Ready? Off mode engaged. We got a tesseract on a grinder with an ender chest behind it. Liquid transfer node squirting into ender tank. Because even though this thing does require essence in order to spawn the gas, we can go ahead and recycle some of that and squirt it back inside of here. I do believe obviously we're working out a loss here. But the weird thing is, I was kind of taking a look at how the ender chests or the ender tanks are working. They're not backing up at all. Like, these grinders are both empty, which is really odd to me. I'm not sure exactly how it prioritizes connections. You'd think that it would constantly be full because of these guys, but I guess maybe what's happening is, like, the essence that's being created by these grinders is being absorbed back in system first. I don't know. If it starts to back up, we can add some drums on there. But yeah, and I'm not super huge fan of how we've just kind of squirted it on the top here, but at the same time, we have to use a restrictive space, and I thought about taking out the columns and putting them inside, but I really don't want to take the columns out. I think that'll make the tower look really derpy. And we do have to add like some sort of top onto these. When we do that, maybe we can encase this thing, because I've added another one down here on the bottom, and we're going to do the same thing. Now down here also, now we can squirt down inside of there and start to configure this bad boy. We're going to need some blocks here. We got some sheep action going on. What's up, hey? What up, sheeple? So, all right. 3, 4. Now this should be the center point right here. What I'm thinking that we're gonna do is go ahead and squirt an ender tank right here, like so, in the center. And then in this one, we're gonna run 2 spawners. And I kind of want to leave, I don't know, I'm not sure the best configuration for this. Let's just go ahead and try this out and see what it looks like. So like that and like that, we should be getting, if we go like this, essence into both of these bad boys. Now we've got to go ahead and get power to them both, but I'd like for the outer air blocks to be mostly empty, so what we're going to do is throw tesseracts on the top and the bottom. So it's a little bit of a waste of the tesseract material, but we're going to, you know what I mean, we're gaining space. So let's go ahead and set that for power, and set this guy up here, restricted access, bam, 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 receive only power. Did I set this guy for receive only too? Yeah, it's all set. So now these guys both have power. They're not set for spawn exact copy or anything like that. Now I think the blizzes and the ghasts, or not ghasts, and the slimes are both going to fall when they spawn, even though the blizzes are going to kind of float down. So I figure what we're going to need on this guy are grinders, but I think that we're going to need like 4 of them. So I've gone ahead and made 4 grinders here. We're going to set them down on the bottom. I think that's going to work out best for us right here and on all 4 sides. So like so and like so over here as well. And it's a pretty easy setup. The reason we use 4 is, I mean, each grinder does like 1 operation per every, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that. So this way we get, if there's a huge amount of mobs in there, if it happens to spawn a lot, I'm not sure how fast it's going to go. It'll take care of all of them. We don't want to have the mobs like backing up in the system. So now we've got these guys popped out, and we're going to put some tesseracts up here too. Again, I can run wiring around here, but I have the tesseracts, so I'm just going to kind of make it more clean. So I think we only have 3. We're going to have to grab, whoa, what was that? That was weird. We're going to have to grab another one here in a second. So let's pop these guys on. And actually, let me see here. There we go. Grab another tesseract like so. And then we're going to go ahead and start setting all these guys up. Wait, what? No. Yep, better. Nailed it. Slip power out. Bam. All right, so now we got our grinder online on that side. And we're going to have to get essence in here as well. I guess we really don't need to configure those to turn them off, but I like to make sure that that's just the way it is. Now, we could use the tesseracts too. I'm sure we'll get some comments about it. We could use the tesseracts too to move the liquid. I don't know why. I just never do that, and I don't know why it is. It's just something I've never really worked with doing anything but power through my tesseracts, and I have all the liquid running through the ender tanks right now, so I think that's just kind of the way we're gonna deal with it. I don't know. Maybe I will get into moving it with tesseracts. That might be kind of neat. We also have got to get controls on here for both the different mob types. So we're gonna have like one here, and then run alloy wire like here and here. Then grab wireless transmitters here and here, like so. Where's our wrench at, baby? Give me that wrench, yo. All right, now we got that guy going. And then we can turn these guys around like so and like so. And we got to make frequencies in here. So I think I had one set for slips ghasts. We'll go slips slimes. And wait, set it. Set name like so. And then over here, we're going to grab this guy as 20. We'll set it as slips blizz is. Slips blizzes. So now it should be in there. That guy's on 20. That guy's on 19. Now we got to go inside of here and set these guys up like so. So we're actually going to need to encroach on this space just a little bit. So we'll set like a block. Am I not close enough? Whoa, 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 whoa. A block here and a block here. Pop that guy off. We'll set 2 of the wireless receivers inside like so. Go ahead and grab alloy wire. Bam and bam. And then let's go ahead and move this guy. And how we're going to do that? Slips ghasts. Slips slimes. And then one of them's on. Let's go ahead and come back around here. Did I have one turned on? No. Uh-oh. We have... Wait, what? Oh, hold on. What am I doing, man? Holy crap. Not ghasts. Slips blizzes. There we go. So now we got the blizzes and the slimes on those 2 guys right there. And we can go back over in here. We can turn these guys on. That will go ahead and stop the spawning. That way we can put the stuff and things inside. Like so. Wait, go in there. Why can't I get you? So which one do we set this for again? Blizzes. So go ahead and squirt a blizz ball in there. And squirt a slime ball in there. And just going to go ahead and maybe get everything else set up to move all the juices around. Oh, I need to make 4 ender tanks too, or ender chests. I think that I'm out of those. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, I got none. So I got to make some ender chests, and then I'm going to set something up with these tesseracts to move the liquid around. I think it's just more efficient. It doesn't make any sense to build ender tanks and have that system all on here. We can just do with tesseracts. Just going to get it all set up down here, and then we'll BRBs, peeps. Bam, it's a thing. All right, so now when I tested this out, the blizzes, of course, were floating, not floating to the bottom. I, for some reason, just thought that when they spawned, if nothing aggroed them, they would float to the bottom, but that was not the case. So the grinders on the bottom here are taking care of the slimes, no problem. Let's go ahead and turn on the blizzes, and then we'll just see. I put some grinders up at the top here, and I checked, and it seems that they're floating right about this level, so we should be good to go there. Now, one of the things, if you were to do this, we just happen to be getting lucky. They've, of course... Is it working? It's working! So, they've revamped the slime AI. They used to just always go in a singular direction. Now they go to a wall and hit and start to turn. So even though I don't believe the grinders actually would hit if they were in this area right here, I'm pretty sure that what's been happening, I've had this on for a while, the test, they end up moving around in some sort of a fashion around so that they're going to go ahead and get hit by something. Let's just take a look and make sure all the blizzes, I want to leave this thing on for a second and make sure, yeah, all the blizzes seem to be getting taken out as well. So let's go ahead and check in our system right now. How many tiers do we have? 235 already. So for blizz rods, we got 7 going on here now. How many slime balls? 200 already as well. So I had no slime balls in the system before I started today. I had no tiers in the system, and just turn on the blizz, and they're doing their thing now too. Now this isn't automated in any way. I could automate it with AE or something like that, most likely. Oh, look at that guy! He has a big headset on. That was cool. I could automate it with AE. I think AE level emitters will interface with the red alloy wire. I think that'll work, but it doesn't matter. I can just leave this thing on for a while. It's going to go ahead and get stuff going in the system. It's not going to back my system up. It's not producing stuff that quickly. And if I ever run out, I can just flick it back, flick a switch, turn it back on, and it will be good to go. So right here, wait, we want those guys to be on. Why does that turn off? So it should be good to go. We can leave it doing its thing. It's chunk loaded, so everything's going to be fine with it. And that's going to be it for today, guys. So we saw a cool age in the beginning there, did some stuff and things, looked around for some Thaumcraft, blah, 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 whatever. Time to make spawners, and then we did that. That is, I call that a good Sunday, man. So I hope that you guys had a great day. I had fun hanging out with you guys. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Feel free to share and favorite it as you see fit. And may the stuff and things be with you. Happy birthday! There's a guy with a birthday hat on.